Hello, my name is Lauren Doherty. I am a final year student in Law and Criminal Justice at Liverpool John Moores University, and I am the Vice President of the newly founded Goth Society. A little bit about me first of all. I am goth, if you couldn't already tell. And I chose to be goth when I was 13, was a little rebel, and now I'm like 20 and still a rebel by the sounds of it. I haven't really grown out of it, but for me it's not really much of a phase, but more of who I am. But each to their own, I suppose. I was recently through to the finals in the Alternative Model of the Year 2018. I did that in Manchester. I had like a massive scythe as a prop, and it's literally as tall as me. And I got through to the final, couldn't make it into the final because it was too far away. I am Wiccan, and I am involved in witchcraft because to me, Wiccan isn't really so much of a religion, but more of a way of life. And I like believing in the universe, and I like believing that I can make magic happen, so that's fun. I also like to play the guitar. I can play piano a little bit, although I can't read music. I enjoy putting my makeup on. I enjoy playing with my cat, who is currently asleep. And I enjoy my course, but I enjoy certain parts of my course, like criminal law. Criminal law was fun. I'm about to do medical law and criminological theory. I forgot the word for a second there, but I got there in the end. And that's my cat. Yes, ma. Oh, look at Jessie, she is. Yes, ma. Nope, she is a sleepy baby. So enough about me, more about my role in the society and the society itself. Well, I guess the best place to start is the beginning. I started university in 2016, law and criminal justice, and hardly any of my friends were also doing law and criminal justice. It was only a select few, so I was pretty much on my own on induction day, and one of the activities that the lecturer got us to do to get along was to like get into groups and talk about stuff like, hi, my name's Lauren, I like this, and I didn't have any friends to do that, so I kind of just sat on my own and cried. And then some lovely lady came up to me and was like, you don't have to be on your own, come and sit with us. So that's how I managed to make friends. And in my final year now, 2 years later, a few months ago, I bumped into a lovely lady called Sam. You've already met Sam, she is the president. And she was like gothed out, and I was just in awe. I was like, finally there's someone like me. So I introduced myself with the words, I would never see the day where I finally find a fellow goth in university. And we were just both awestruck, and then we just kind of talked, and then we were like, let's make a society. And that's how that happened. We pretty much set up the society so we wouldn't feel alone anymore. Especially with my experience with not knowing anybody and being the outcast, so I kind of just sat on my own, very upset because I didn't know anyone, I was scared, I was very socially anxious. And Sam and I don't want anyone else to feel like that. So this society isn't just for goths, it's for anyone who doesn't feel like they fit in like to university in general, or maybe they don't have any friends who they can like hang out with because maybe they feel too different. And this society it's literally just called the Goth Society because Sam and I are goth. That's literally it. You don't have to be goth. You don't even have to be emo, mosher, scene. You don't have to be any of that kind of stuff. Or steampunk. But you can be. Like, this is a society for everybody. We don't discriminate. The whole point of this society is to... oh, what's the word? Accept people, accept diversity, and encourage body positivity and encourage positivity for all different types of people as well. So no one has to feel the way I felt, and hopefully by the time I leave, the society will be established in such a way that Sam won't feel like she's on her own, and hopefully any other newcomers won't feel like they're on their own either. With me being the vice president of the society, I'm gonna be completely honest, I've got no idea. Because I'm in my final year, I haven't really bothered with societies all that much, but then again, that is literally only because this where the whole problem stems from. I don't feel like I can get involved, I don't feel like I fit in anywhere. But hopefully with this society, I can not only be a part of something, but I can actively change the way things are led through the university. Sam basically has all these weird and wonderful ideas, like for example, Goth Weekend. I've never been personally, but she tells me that it's a big get-together of goths, although you don't have to be goth. It's literally about promoting diversity and acceptance of people. I personally would also like to get involved with the Shiverpool tours in Liverpool, the ghost tours. They're on all year round, not just for Halloween, although I think with being goth, Halloween will be like a big social event for us. I would also like to do some things in, not sponsorship as such, but I'd also like to raise money for the Sophie charity. And that's for, I believe her name was Sophie Lancaster, who was murdered for being alternative and goth. So I believe Sophie stands for Stamp Out Prejudice, Hatred and Intolerance Everywhere. That's what it stands for, and I would really like to get heavily involved in that charity because I believe we all deserve to be accepted for who we like to be identified as. And we don't really like to be judged based solely on labels. I personally enjoy being called a goth, but many other people might not. Some people may actually be bullied because of that, so I would like to do a lot of things. I'm not too sure what things just yet, but I would like to do some things for that charity and other charities alongside of that. And with the actual club itself, moving on from like the social gatherings, we're gonna be doing a lot of like inclusive things, getting people involved. Like for example, we might have like a music day with Rammstein here, where we explore everyone's different types of music and why people feel a connection to that music. And we might do a bit of creative writing so people can like express themselves. I know that sounds edgy, but people seem to do a lot better when they can put their thoughts and feelings into some form of writing, like a song or maybe a poem. And a lot of people consider that emo, but that's what I'm trying to stamp out. It's perfectly fine to express yourself, it's healthy, it's normal. And even if you're not like goth and something like that, being able to let your feelings out is definitely something we need to encourage and embrace. Essentially, Sam is the president, so we run ideas together. I go, okay, or I go, okay, but we're gonna change that. And that's basically how it's gonna go. So that's basically it for the Goth Society for the time being. We've literally just established everything. We've literally just got started. So we're just getting off our feet, especially with me being a final year student. I am trying very hard not to fail. So if you do have any questions for me personally, as the vice president and as a third year student, I've already done this whole uni thing for 2 years. You can find me on Instagram at Lady Deadness. I can't quite remember whether it was an underscore or a... I want to call it a hyphen, but it's not that at all. A dash. Let's just call it a dash. You can find me on Instagram at Lady Deadness, and you can just message me and be like, hey, Lauren, what on earth am I doing here? And I'll be like, I don't know. Maybe you're trying to get a degree. And you'll be like, oh yeah, how do I do that? And I can give you all my wisdom and experiences from university. And if you have any society-specific questions, you can message me and be like, hey, Lauren, when's this social going to be on? Or, hey, Lauren, I have forgotten what room we're supposed to be in. And I'll just be like, here, here, and here. Here you go, see you soon. And you can literally, whether it's like the little reminder of where we are, what day we're on, or whether it's something like really big, like, hey, can I be a part of this? I don't feel like I fit in. Everybody's accepted, so please don't feel like you have to come and seek our approval, or you have to goth yourself up, or you have to change. What we're trying to establish here is that there are people who do feel a little bit excluded in university. There are people who feel like they don't have any friends, or they can't make friends because they're different. And we're trying to bring those people together so that they've got like a safe haven, so they don't feel as alone. Because when I felt alone, up until I made a friend in like the second semester of the third year, I felt so alone. I literally would go into uni, do my lectures, and leave. But now I have friends, I can actually enjoy it. Like, you're supposed to enjoy it. You're supposed to enjoy uni. You're not, don't let the stress overwhelm you. Make friends, have fun, yay. So, thank you sincerely for listening to me rant for almost 12.5 minutes now. And thank you sincerely for letting me be the vice president of this wonderful society. Thank you for allowing myself and Sam to create something wonderful and inspiring, and allowing us to change people's experiences in university. So hopefully we can build love, acceptance, tolerance, I say those words a lot, friendship, inclusion, and just a general group of people who you can trust and you can enjoy yourself with and you can be safe with. And I'm really looking forward to seeing where this society ends up in a year's time, especially as hopefully this time next year I should be doing my postgraduate, so I should be here for 1 more year. But hopefully, within time, one of you guys watching and anyone who is considering joining may actually take my place when I leave. And I'm really hoping that we can establish a stable enough ground so that when I do leave, everyone just kind of turns around and knows what they're doing, instead of like, okay, Lauren's gone, help? So, thank you very much for letting me rant and rave and basically talk your little ear off, and I look forward to seeing what crowd we draw in. I'm looking forward to seeing our society grow and blossom into something truly beautiful. Thank you very much, and I look forward to greeting you to our society.